So I'm not as far as I'm not as far in Remake as I want to be, but that second part of that Rebirth demo is coming out, and if it's a few days within before its release, then hey. Otherwise, here we are talking about these things in Shiva form, and by that I mean I really need to not go in as much. And if I'm not going to be playing Remake as much, if for some reason I don't complete Remake, I need to just research things, because there are certain in-game aspects that I need to look over, and that's the best way I can put it. For example, I mean, a basic example is me just getting hit by certain things here and there. That's just general gamer sense. Obviously you want to hit bosses here and there, at least in Remake, but you also want to be cautious. You can't just go in all the time, unless, of course, like, you have... One, you're willing to bang your head against the wall over and over until you figure it out, and two... Again, it's just good gamer sense to kind of, I mean, at least for me, to hit things and then run away here and there. Otherwise, it's reacting to the skill names you see, obviously. Can you block that? Again, these things that are part of the things that I need to look up. And then very obviously, if you're, if you know Final Fantasy to some extent, using fire on Shiva is probably the way to go. But otherwise, I mean, I'm just working with other knowledge things, keeping things in mind. I'm not empty head, but I do monkey brain plays now and then. For example, again, continuing to use fire when an enemy is under pressure, using attacks that increase stagger more than just hitting the boss, using your ATB. Another common strat that I need to, well, remember using at least, is to keep one ATB for safety reasons. Because what happens is if you don't have an ATB bar charged at all, and suddenly you're in need of healing either because of human error, or because you didn't know something was coming and now you're about to die, then yeah, you can't cast Cure, use a high potion, so on and so forth. In my case, using Cura, I think I have, or using a high potion. Or when my MP runs low, as it is slowly running low, using an Aether. I could use a better Aether, basically, but... As I get my first stagger here, again, right now I can at least give you what I'm thinking of. Again, using Braver when I have bonus damage because I have stagger. Keeping an eye on my limit break gauge just in case I get limit break. That's probably not going to happen. But when I get it, use it there because obviously you get more damage when you're hitting during stagger. So if you don't have ATE, build a ATB. If you have no resources to deal a lot of damage, burn those... get those resources, and then when you have ATB, use Braver. Things like this is what's going through my head, because obviously I'm not commentating as I'm playing it. This is a recording with after commentary, but this recording has happened early enough or recent enough where I can give my thoughts with some accuracy. Now here, you could try to summon Ifrit right before a stagger, but I believe in my own timing and believe in my own way to pace myself. Again, I think I mentioned earlier that I end up kind of just doing a rush here and there, and then here I am just getting hit by a Blizzard spell, Blizzara, can't remember, because I can't see what's on the screen in front of me. At least it's not in big letters, but essentially getting hit is not great. You want to block that and then dodge. And then here I keep getting hit by that because I don't think to... I mean, yeah, you can, it comes out relatively fast, but there's no reason for me to kind of sit there at the distance that I was at and then not be able to react, basically. At the same time, though, the issue is you need to hit the boss or an enemy to build your ATB a lot faster. Yes, your ATB regens over time, but the intent, and I'm pretty sure the intent is, I haven't looked this up, that the developers want you to do is you need to hit the enemy so that you can get more ATB to deal more damage, to do what you need to do. I think you may also see me use steal and assist here and there. That's just for completion reasons, although I think you can't actually steal things. And here I am kind of rushing the stagger gauge now because, one, Ifrit is about to run out, two, I have limit break, and so here I'm thinking, okay, I'm pretty sure I can defeat the boss if I stagger Shiva and then proceed to Braver, and then Ifrit runs out. And at this time, Ifrit does pop off right after I hit the stagger. Because thankfully, things wait for animations to finish. So yeah, I'm obviously dying here. I think I have something equipped that allows me to heal, or I think the weapon upgrade that allows you to heal more when you're under 25%. So that's another reason, it's not the reason. But as I get through this, hey, I'm going to keep going through Remake. And I'll see you next time. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!